Hey guys, J0, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land and whatever part of the world that you are in. Getting into the winter time. Today is I think 2nd November 2014. Started to get chilly outside, so you know what that means. Tater soup, y'all. That's right. Alright, we're going to make some tater soup. What we got here is we got an 8-quart stock pot. Remember, we got 6 people that eat here. So we've got it filled about halfway up or so with some diced potatoes. The about, I don't know, maybe 3 pounds ish, so to speak. I don't know. Don't ask me for an exact weight. They've been peeled and diced. Some of the smaller potatoes we left the skin on because the skin on the smaller potatoes is usually pretty tender and it adds a lot of flavor to the soup. The large potatoes, we went ahead and peeled them all the way. No, I didn't make a video on peeling potatoes because it's, I don't know, boring. I didn't want to bore the crap out of everybody watching me peel potatoes because it is what it is. Alright, so got our taters. Here we've got 1/2 of a large, regular, just large yellow onion. We're going to add that in there. Just like that. And then we're going to just put enough water in here to cover everything. You want to make sure you give enough room for your potatoes to cook and boil. Enough room to cover everything, just about like that. And then we're going to turn this on to medium-high and bring it to a boil and let the potatoes and the onions start cooking. We're going to cook them till they're almost done, not quite done, a little bit squishy, but still a little bit stiff. I don't know if that makes sense or not. You know, where they're not quite done, but they're not quite done. So that's where we're cooking them to. So it should take about 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes or so, depending on your burner and how your stove works, to get them to that point. So we'll see you once we are ready to be done with these potatoes and go to the next step. Okay guys, our potatoes are cooked the way that we want them. They're not quite all the way done. They still got some firmness to them. If you squish them hard enough, they will break apart, but this is what we want. So now we are going to turn the burner off. We're going to get your, whatever it is that you use to drain them. We're going to drain the water out. Be careful of the steam so you don't get burned. Draining out the water. Just like that. Now we're going to put them back on the burner. We are going to replace the water with milk. We're using whole milk. Use whichever kind of milk that you like. Enough to cover the potatoes. It will thicken up from the potato starch. And we'll put it over there. Put that aside. We're going to turn it back on to medium-high heat and bring it back to a boil. Meantime, we've got a skillet here that's got some bacon cooking up in it. We're going to add into it. This is the time where you can add a little bit of ham, a little bit of bacon, whatever it is that you like to add into it. Go ahead and you know, add whatever you like and make it your own. Now we're going to go over here. We are going to take an egg. We're going to put it into a little bowl and beat it up. What we're going to do is we're going to make little dumplings that are going to go into our soup. This is the way my mother taught me how to make potato soup, and this is just awesome. I just love it. I love it. We've got our egg right here beaten in this little bowl. We're just going to add a little bit of flour at a time to make it a little bit doughy to where we can work with it. Add a little more in. Just keep working it in until you get a nice dough. Could have picked a better bowl, but oh well. And like I said, it's all going to be different depending on how big your egg is. Just keep working your flour into it until you get you a nice little dough ball in the bottom of your bowl. I think just a little bit more. That was probably maybe 3/4 of a cup or so total flour. And there you go. We've got a nice sticky little egg dough. Now what we want to do is we're just going to take little pieces of our dough and put them on your fingers and just roll them into little dumplings like this. And we're going to start making up all of our little dumplings, and we'll set them aside onto a paper plate, and then we'll put them into the soup as soon as the milk comes to a full boil. So this is the next step, is we're going to get a paper plate, put a little bit of flour onto it, and take all of our little dumplings and set them aside on the paper plate. So we'll see you back when our milk is boiling and all of our dumplings are made and we're ready to go to the next step. Okay guys, you can see we are at a good boil now on our soup. Remember this, we're just waiting for the milk to come to a boil. Now that it is boiling, we'll salt and pepper it to taste. I put a little bit of garlic and a little bit of celery salt in here as well. Just whatever seasonings you like, go for it. Now we're going to add our dumplings. We actually, since we have a big pot going on, we made another batch of dumplings the same way we did the first one, so we have extra ones here. And these will probably take about 30 minutes or so to cook, which is about what we want. So we're going to go ahead and add our dumplings in. And if you get a little bit of flour in there, that's not a big deal. Put them in, give them a good stir up so you don't end up with a great big dough ball right in the middle of your soup. And we're also going to add our bacon in. We pre-cooked it. We didn't cook it all the way crispy, we just kind of cooked it just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and put that in here now. And stir it up. And it's already smelling really good. So now we're going to turn the heat down a little bit to just about medium. And we're going to let this simmer for probably about another 30 minutes or so. And let them dumplings cook. And we'll let the soup thicken up a little bit, and then we'll get back with you whenever we are at the end. Okay guys, we are at about 35 minutes or so here. We give it a quick stir. And our dumplings are done cooking. You can always test them if you like by just cutting one down the middle and seeing that it's not doughy and it is cooked all the way through. These are good to go. So now we are going to put some into a bowl. And it really does smell good. And I always like to add a little bit of freshly grated cheese on top of mine. And some oyster crackers. I know a lot of people put sour cream and all kinds of stuff on it. It's just like a baked potato, loaded potato soup. But that's how I do mine. Give it a little bit of a taste test here. It's going to be scorching hot, but yep, Mom, you'd be proud. It's good, good, good. Salt and pepper to taste, and you're good to go. I like it. There you go, guys. That's how Mom showed me how to make tater soup. I hope it helps. Give it a try. It's really, really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. So have a great day. Stay warm. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.